next guest is an Emmy-nominated actor and comedian who plays a struggling comedy writer on the great HBO series Hacks.
Ms. Vance doesn't have a comped room here anymore, so we were asked to clear it out. But I put all the overflow in these bags.
Ah, cool. Everything's nice and loose in there.
Yeah.
Wait, I had a Cadbury cream egg that I hadn't eaten, and they're seasonal, so they're kind of hard to get now. Do you remember it?
Are you serious?
No.
Season 2 premieres a week from today on HBO Max. Please welcome Hannah Einbinder. Holy cow, Hannah.
What's up, Los Angeles?
Oh, wow. So is that your new persona, sort of a hypey?
Yeah, that's me. I'm dressed the part, don't you see?
Yeah.
Shout out to the 405 from LA. Really happy to be
Wow.
here. Yeah, great freeway.
Wow. So this is so exciting. I love Hacks. Everyone loves Hacks.
Thank you.
Everyone loves Hacks. So good. Nominated for 15 Emmys. How is your life different day to day since you were nominated for all these darn Emmys?
You know, not a whole lot. I'm a stand-up comedian, so I'm kind of like constantly humbled almost every night of my life.
Yeah, sure.
Like the day that we received the beautiful, generous nominations at 8 a.m. It was very exciting. 8 p.m. that night, I was doing stand-up probably like 12 feet from a dumpster.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I'm not talking like a chill dumpster. I'm talking like trash day is tomorrow dumpster. So.
Who books that? I'm trying to get in over there.
My buddy Steve. I'll hit you. I'll hook you.
I'm always impressed by stand-ups who get on a show like yours that's such a hit, and you keep doing stand-up. You're at the Bloomington Comedy Attic. You're touring all over the country. It's like, what keeps you driven and focused on doing that?
Well, stand-up is like the foundation of my entire comedic education, and it's my #1 passion. As you know, I mean,
Yeah.
you do a ton of different things, and still you keep coming back
Yeah.
to the most toxic relationship in your life, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sure. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's well because you're only as good as your last show, and so then you can't control how that goes, and you could be next to a dumpster.
Absolutely.
Could be in the dumpster. Some of
Gladly.
the shows are in dumpsters.
I headline dumpsters frequently.
So in season 2, you travel around with Gene Smart's character. If you haven't seen the show, you play a writer for Gene Smart's sort of legendary comic character. Did it remind you of your life on the road?
Kind of. I mean, Gene's character, Deborah, runs into a lot of difficult situations on the road. It reminds me of one specifically that I practiced telling myself in the mirror earlier today. Uh-oh, fourth wall break. Yeah, the first time I ever went on the road, I was 21 years old. I was like 1 year into comedy, and my buddy Simon Gibson took me on the road. Really great comedian. Definitely check him out. And we went to Portland. We did like 10 or 11 shows. Portland, Oregon. Really great, awesome crowds. All great shows. The last show was in Vancouver, Washington, which is a small rural town, like 9 miles across the border into Washington. We're sitting in the parking lot, Simon and I, and a couple other comics, and they're smoking weed, and they have been smoking weed the entire time we've been on tour. And I haven't, because I'd never smoked weed before going on stage. But that night I was like, you know, I'm 21, I'm young, I'm hip, like, I can do this. I'll take a little puff on the Magic Dragon, I'll live by the sea.
Yeah. Those are all really hip turns of phrase.
Yeah, I just got way too high, way too quick, and then we had to go in and go on stage kind of immediately. So we go into the venue immediately, and I beeline for the bathroom, and I'm like looking in the mirror. I'm in a foreign sort of area. I'm fighting off, let's be honest, folks, a panic attack. So I then decided that the best course of action would be to put on my sunglasses.
Yeah.
To blend in. at a bar in the dark at night.
Oh my gosh. You became that person.
I did, sadly. So I emerged from the bathroom in sunglasses, and the host came up to me, and he's like, hey, Hannah, are you cool to go on next? And I lied and said yes. And then
In sunglasses.
yeah, in the sunglasses. I'm definitely cool to go up next, but
Right,
am I
right,
okay?
right.
No. So he went on stage and introduced me, and he said, all right, before I bring this next girl up, I just want to say I was outside in the parking lot vaping, and I saw a chick breastfeeding in her car, and I was like, hell yeah, I saw some titties. Free that nipple, ladies, free that nipple. Anyway, this next chick is from LACA, Hollywood. Woo, give it up for Hannah Edinger.
Not your name.
Not my name.
Different name.
But at this point, that's the least of my worries.
Right.
You know?
You're high and wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, in a big way. So I got on stage and quickly lost control. And I, in an effort to gain it, go into the mic into a bar full of people who are not paying attention to me and frankly should not pay attention to me. I go, hey folks, we got some comedy going on over here. You might want to pay attention. We got some comedy over here, folks. And everyone, like, truly record scratch, turns to look at me. I forget my joke. And they look away. So I'm struggling. There's like probably 2 tables full of people who are actually there for the comedy show. And like one is like angry teens who are totally judging me so hard. And I'm trying to make it work. Nothing's landing. And one guy in the back is just like, tell us a joke. And I was
Always
like,
helpful, always
yeah,
helpful,
always really helpful. Get me back on track. And I was like, I'll tell you a joke, and couldn't think of one. And then he, like, more sternly kind of said, tell us a joke. And in a moment of, like, true, utter defeat, not, like, judging him or judging where he lives or anything like that, just, like, a moment of, like, I can't do my job, I just looked at him and into the mic, I was like, sir, I can't possibly fathom what you and I have in common. And he looked at me and he was like, I don't know, maybe more than you think. And because I was high, I was like, oh my God, worlds colliding. The like, you know, the message and what he's saying, like, comedy is the key to bringing us all together, and I have failed at that, like, just spiraling on stage. And the force of that moment pushed me off the stage. I went outside, I smoked like half a pack of cigarettes. My buddy Simon came out and he was like, what happened in there, man? I was like, I don't know, dude. That was the craziest set of my life. I can't believe I got through 15 minutes. And he was like, you were on stage for 1.5 minutes.
Hannah Einbinder, everybody. One of my favorite comics to watch, one of my favorite actors to watch. You can see her on season 2 of Hacks, May 12th on HBO Max. We'll be right back.